Okay, new day and a new meal. I'm gonna make another alternative what you can make for breakfast with those ingredients. Okay, so instead of using all the tofu for tofu scramble, you can cut a slab of it off and save this for a sandwich. And the rest of it can go towards tofu scramble or whatever else we're gonna do with it. Put a little bit more water in this and put it back in the fridge. I have a little bit of refined coconut oil and we're just gonna put this on a skillet. And I'm just gonna put this tofu on here. And if you're wondering how to cook it, you can watch our video where I show you how to make tofu right. I'm just gonna do the same exact way there. When your tofu is almost done, you're gonna grab your waffles that we bought and we're gonna put them in the toaster, or even better, I like to put them in the air fryer. Okay, so I have 2 waffles, just put them right in there like that. And I'm going to turn the heat up and we're going to put them in there for about a little bit over 5 minutes. Our waffles are done. And we're just going to put our delicious piece of tofu right there. We're going to make a little breakfast sandwich here. If you have vegan cheese, go ahead, put that on there. You can put vegan sausage on this and then add some ketchup. I'm just going to have the tofu and the waffles. I also made another smoothie. Same way, banana, kale, chia, flax seeds, cinnamon. I am all out of ketchup, so I'm going to use a little bit of this organic barbecue sauce. And have myself a little tofu breakfasty kind of sandwich. And there you go. Delicious sandwich made with the ingredients. Tofu sandwich. Now imagine having some vegan cheese on there and some vegan sausage. So there you have it. There's another variation of what you can make with those ingredients for a meal. Change it around, make up something on your own, do whatever. And you can eat this for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's good. All 3 of those times of the day. Okay, another possibility what you guys can do is, I know I didn't get a tomato, but you can sub that out with some corn, add some rice, but I have some beans here. I cooked my tofu up. I actually have a video on how I make this like this. My favorite way to do it. It's delicious. And I shredded some of the lettuce. And I'm either gonna make tacos or a taco bowl. Now I know we didn't buy taco shells or burrito wraps or anything like that, but you can make your own taco shells with just flour, water, salt, and a little bit of vegetable oil. We do have a video on that if you don't know how to do it. And those are very cheap, and you can just put it all together here. With that tofu, we're going to cut it into strips, and then we're going to cut it again. Very crispy on the outside, seasoned, it's delicious. And we're just going to put that all together. And there you have another meal from our shopping trip, minus the tomatoes. And this is incredibly easy, cheap, and delicious. And it's nutritious too. You got all that protein from the tofu and the beans. You got the greens in there, the tomatoes, and you're having a good time. All right, I'm getting a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna make another meal. I think I'm gonna cook up some rice and some of that celery. Normally I would just use my pressure cooker right here. And I feel like a lot of college students, this would be very useful because you just throw stuff in it, turn it on, you walk away and it cooks everything. But let's just assume you don't have a pressure cooker. We're just going to use a pot of water on the stovetop. Here's the rice that I got. It's brown jasmine rice, and I'm just going to cook up a couple cups of that. Now we chop some celery. And I'm going to use this can of chickpeas that I bought, and I'm just going to season this up on a skillet. Okay, I got the chickpeas in here. I'm just going to add a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of salt, pepper, some paprika, some cumin, some dried basil, and a little bit of turmeric. Okay, so there we go. It's very simple. I'm just going to saute this up with a little bit of refined coconut oil. And then as it's cooking, it's going to dry out a little bit. I like to put this on it. If you don't like hot sauce, don't worry about it. You can leave it out. I usually use that a little bit to deglaze. All right, that didn't take too long. We have nicely seasoned chickpeas. These are delicious. You need them just like this, but we're going to add it to the dish. Okay, and to that same skillet, we're just going to add this diced celery and saute it with some more coconut oil, refined coconut oil, or some vegan butter, and we're going to get kind of like a brunoise on this, if you will. You can just as easily add the celery to the rice when you're cooking the rice, but I feel like this gives it a little bit more taste for each bite. And I can't find my smaller lid for some reason, so I'm using the bigger one for a steamer. And I cut half of a sweet potato that I bought at the farmer's market into little circles. And I'm just going to line this like that. And I'm going to steam these until they're nice and tender. The rice is done. These are pretty much done. Now I'm going to add the rice to the celery. There they are. They're nice and tender. I put a little bit of rosemary on there. And there we go. Finished meal. You could take those sweet potatoes and you could also fry them up after the fact of being steamed with some more seasoning, or you can eat it just like this. I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat just like this. This smells delicious. This was really easy to make, and this was extremely cheap to make. This is just one of the possible meals you can make with what I purchased for $30 in my last video. Also, there's a lot left over, and this would probably last 3, maybe 4 meals. Probably 3 meals, and if you made an entire sweet potato, it'll definitely go 3 meals. Rice with sauteed celery. And the chickpeas. And the tender sweet potato. See that? So good, so easy to make, so cheap. I'll see you soon. You guys are still here? Look, I gotta eat. I'll see you soon.